information and details to identify the genomic biomarker. So that is what people are doing and people are working on. Okay, trying to improve the healthcare for the patients. Okay, so if you want to wait for some biomarker to be discovered only on protein or only on diagnosis, it will be very late. Okay. I give you an example. All of you are familiar with Enterococcus faecalis? Sorry? Enterococcus faecalis.
Yeah.
它这个没有密码。
Say that okay, you take this mouth gargle, okay, drink a lot of water and so on. After 4 or 5 days, you go back. Okay, you go back, then they will bump you in with new antibiotics because the first antibiotic doesn't work. Now they will take a throat swab, and then by the time the throat swab result comes in, you already get your infection up to your heart, and now you need a heart valve replacement. Okay, because the diagnosis is by staging. Okay, so but when you have this kind of biomarkers like diabetic, when you say insulin is a biomarker, so immediately you can know, and doctor doesn't have to wait. They can immediately prescribe you with something which is effective because they know that when the level is high, you are diabetic and you need to be treated. Okay, when the level is very low, we call hypoglycemic. So you need to really eat sugar. So something like that. So it is very fast and very effective, rather than a normal diagnosis. Okay. So if you look at here, I put here why you focus on genome and transcriptome. Okay, so cancer genome includes DNA-based alterations such as point mutation or gene duplication. So if you look at here, DNA-based alteration. So what do you mean by alteration? So from the actual one, things have changed. So there is some changes which is point mutation or gene duplication. So the cancer transcriptome involve RNA-based alteration, including changes in messenger RNA. So when there is changes in total, when you have a genome, it is being transcribed into a transcriptome and then translate into a protein, and then you get some kind of effect. Okay, but when there is a problem here itself, when there is a mutation here, everything goes wrong. So do you get the protein that you want? No. Even a single mutation, which is a point mutation, okay, one mutation itself, one nucleotide changes, it will alter the amino acid of the particular part, and then the whole protein would have an effect. Okay, so that is an things that we are looking. But now when you want to look at insulin, you look at here until the modified protein with enzymatic reaction, correct, is an effect when the protein is already out. This is where you do protein biomarker, but this is where you do genomic biomarker. you start it very early. You try to detect it as early as possible. Okay? Or she can't access.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Gene level, when you're looking at it here, this wrong here. Okay, good, you are here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so when you look at this concept from here to here, from your DNA is producing mRNA, right? So how is being initiated? Go back to your meeting. Transcription? Hmm? How transcription is initiated?
By primer polymerase.
Transcription is initiated. It doesn't transcribe simply.
Oh, you have like a
Gene regulation. So whenever there's a gene regulation, there is an activator for the gene regulation. Okay, so it all happens here. A lot of proteins and things. If you still remember your data box,
Yeah.
okay, so it's all happening here. So there's no mutation there for you to find, but now certain proteins are being highly expressed for it to induce certain kind of diseases. Okay, so it is all being activated here. So you cannot detect that activation. But before you get O, now I'm getting like insulin. You get O when the insulin is very high because the expression of insulin becomes higher. But why the expression of insulin becomes higher?
cause the cell to regulate the blood sugar in or whatever.
Because of the physiological situation in the body?
No.
Insulin doesn't become higher.
The blood sugar goes level become higher. So
The sugar in the blood becomes higher. Why the sugar in the blood becomes higher? Eat too much. Secondly, less production of insulin. Why less production of insulin? Because you have receptors here, okay, the receiver part, for it to induce the production of insulin. But whenever that your body is always high in glucose, so the receptors becomes resistant. Again, they become resistant. Like people, like who are living here, okay, which means the people who live in Malaysia, okay, when the temperature is 28, 29, you can still walk outside freely, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but people who live in Scandinavian countries, they can't. They feel it's very hot, but we are still same human because the adaptation level of people is different. Same thing, the body will try to adapt. So when the adaptation level is here, without mutation, you cannot detect anything here. So now you need to detect the mRNA level. If certain mRNA level is high, then it's going to produce more. So that is the aim. It won't put it into waste. High level of mRNA for the protein. So it's much more slightly earlier detection than this. Okay?
Very chosen. Very sensitive. You scroll the mouse.
Collection and analysis of data types of variables. The first thing, I cannot take, what's your name? Sana. I cannot take her blood sample and test and say that this is the best biomarker. Because it only works for her. I'm not. So genomic discipline of mapping, sequencing, analyzing, and comparing genes. Transcriptomic all of this. Which are the one now?
It's not by the B that triggered. Okay. So it's just not by the.
Lot of things would trigger and initiate transcription. Lot of things. Previously, way back, only we know protein would go initiate. So that's what we know. But now microRNA, non-coding RNAs are doing that also. Okay. See, can function. Your microRNA can function as suppressor and enhancer. Okay, of a certain gene, can be subjected to mutation, deletion, amplification, and epigenetic changes. So this one also could cause mutation and affects your epigenetic. The long non-coding RNA is ubiquitous in cancer regulatory function, still being characterized a lot. Okay. Previously they start with microRNA, now they are starting with long non-coding RNAs. Okay. More and more information and data are coming out. So even this one could be a genomic biomarker. People are using that now.
SCRNA.
Huh?
Come across with SCRNA.
There are a lot now.
Short coding.
Short coding. So, coordinated the sequencing of human genome, dictionary of the entire genome is now available. Okay, the Human Genome Project provide the necessary reference to researchers to study role of gene and human diseases. So you already know what genes are there, and the genes are there for what purposes. Okay, and you know the sequence of the gene. If I'm sequencing your gene and there's a mutation, so there's something wrong because you're supposed to have this sequence, or why your sequence changes. Okay? So that is where the reference genome is very important. When you don't have reference genome, it's very difficult for you to compare. That's why a lot of people, the G8, the G8 countries invested a lot on the Human Genome Project.
Should we go sequence our genome?
Come on?
Should we go sequence our genome?
Go and sequence and check. If you have the funds. Okay. So now we'll be looking into all of this. So just now defining is done. So let's look at the. I want to go into what is.
See what? Set our home genome.
Yeah. But you need to analyze it. That amount of data. How the workflow. So then there is an addition of adapters. Why these adapters are being added? This is where the sequencer will start to sequence and detect them. The primers will start to detect. And then TCR amplification is an optional. If you want to do it, then you go into the actual workflow of MDX. Okay. So compare the resulting sequence with the reference genome. I keep on putting this here because without the reference genome, you cannot do mutational analysis and you don't know what gene is that. You get a sequence, but what gene is this? Can you define? Cannot, because we don't have a reference to see that this is DA. So base pairs that are different from expected reference may be
So what's the reference genome? Who is that human? Yeah, that's the question. So they came out with this reference genome.
the difference. This DNA sequencing, you will get exons and introns inside it. But when you do RNA sequencing, you only get the genes because it's mRNA. Okay, you only get the genes. Okay, so what are the advantages of the next gen? So these are quite a number of different type of next gen sequencer that is available. Okay, nanopore, smart cell, liquid tag, Illumina. This is the most famous. A lot of people use. Okay, ion torrent, Roche 454. Well, what are the advantages here? It's quite important for you to understand. Detecting multiple genomic alteration types when the etiology is not apparent. So etiology means when the diagnosis is not apparent. So this one will give you more information. Early screening for relatives carrying the same mutation as the patient. Like forgot one of the Hollywood actress. Okay, Jolie. Either Jolie or someone. I forgot the name. Her mother and her auntie had breast cancer and they passed away. So she went and did cancer screening, and she has this mutation and it's quite apparent that she might develop. And then she did mastectomy. What's mastectomy, right? The removal of breast so that to avoid getting cancer as a precaution. Things can be done. So what she did was correct. Okay, before she develops something, she removes it. Okay? Because somebody was to be nuisance in the class, I removed them to ask them to stand out at school. Okay? So, up to that level, people are looking into it. And some of them are trying to look into markers and things. But when you look into it, whether that you can get early treatment or not, that's a very big question mark. Because if the treatment is available, then you can get early treatment. The treatment is not available, okay. So no. So there's a very big question mark that how early a detection would work. Okay. So how early a detection would work. So what can be done? Usually when there's an early detection, then they will try to find and they will do surgical procedures to remove that part. Okay.
Brain cancer?
Okay.
Why brain cancer you remove brain?
So you become
Yes.
so still there's a lump, so they will just remove a part of the brain. But when you start to remove that, no, here's what about what I think is correct, like leukemia. Blood cancer, it's very difficult. Once you stop, okay? So it makes it possible to find uncommon genetic changes who test negative for common mutations.
Two mutated is mutated.
Okay. About 2,000 one mutation. Few type of cancers which is usually detected very late, like nasopharyngeal carcinoma. Nasopharynx is inside that. Okay, so everyone have gone through the swabbing, right?
Yep.
Yeah? Nasopharyngeal swab. So it's exactly the same place where you will get your COVID virus reservoir. So the cancer develops there. People think it is sinus. People think it is due to flu and everything, but when they start to have very much difficulties on breathing, but not something wrong with their lung, when they put the scope inside, they see the tumors growing. And usually when they come, they are stage 4.
Stage 4 already.
Yeah. So that kind of thing could be solved when you do early kind of detection. Okay? Talking too much already. Okay, so if you see, whole genome sequencing is expensive. No, true, it's not cheap, it's expensive. It's not expensive to run, it's expensive to analyze. So much of data. So 1% of the genome is sequenced, exome sequencing. So the next option is to do on your known gene, which is usually about 20,000 known genes. Why? Only 1% of the genome contains approximately 20,000 known genes, and it reduces the cost by 100-fold. So it's cheaper, but where that you want to choose? Can you detect everything that you want to detect here?
No.
Depends. Depends on the disease, depends on the marker. If the marker falls in here, then just do exome sequencing. If the marker does not fall in here, if you are looking into mutations, then you have to go back and do on your DNA. If it's microRNA, you need to do next-gen sequencing. You cannot get it in exome sequencing. Okay? So, dependent on your marker, then the sequencing would help. Exome sequencing would really help, okay, to reduce the cost, but the marker should fall within the 20,000 known budget. So you will be only spending $1 for $100. Okay. When we have gene panel screening. What do you mean by panel screening? They have list of genes, like 5 genes, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 45,000 genes. Known genes are being put in one panel, then you run the analysis. If then, so you have this gene expressed. If no, you don't have this gene expressed. Okay? Usually it was with microarray. Okay, microarray gene panel. So they have, I think the best they went about 64,000 genes. Okay, then after that it came deep sequencing for non-invasive testing. Okay, for circulating tumor markers and everything. So this one also was not that good. Then they went for whole exome sequencing came in, and they found out that this one also you still get something missing and so on. Then the whole genome sequencing come as a one-stop center, because when you do this, you don't have to do anything of this. Okay? But you can still do all of this if you know that you can definitely find it here and it's not here. So this one will reduce the cost. It's easy. When you do qPCR, it's much more easier.
Yeah.
It's much more cheaper. You can just do it for 200 or 300 ringgit per sample. But when you touch this, it's about Malaysian money is about 30 to 40,000 minimum. Minimum.
1%.
One sample, not one person. So if your sample is wrong, you don't sample correctly, you don't extract correctly, you have to repeat.
Yes, I can't believe it.
Look at how exome sequencing works. Okay? So exome sequencing works is by creating exome bits. Okay? Creating exome bits where that you have exons and then you have exon bits here, and then the exon bits will be sequenced. Okay, it creates an exon bits, and exon bits will be sequenced. So predominant application is for point mutation and copy number variation. Okay, so what you need to do, you know what is copy number variation? It's not copy, yeah, it's copy. mRNA, suddenly you get 5,000 copies of mRNA. It means that there's more mRNA is being produced so that they want more of this protein to be expressed. So same thing, the gene copy number variation. Okay. So exome sequencing uses baits to hybridize and capture corresponding region of the genome, focusing on the coding regions of the genome. That's the exomes. So they use the baits to do it. So it's a different mechanism. So it's just the same thing that about 20,000 genes only you can detect. Okay. So what exome sequencing reveals? So it reveals the point mutation. For example, single base substitution that can change the function of the gene product. Okay. So example, so you can see melanoma. You know what's melanoma? Skin cancer. Good. So copy number variation refers to extra or missing copies of the gene. Okay. Extra HER2 seen in breast cancer. So more HER2 are seen in breast cancer. Loss of copy number of P10 seen in prostate and other cancers. So when this one drops, it cannot regulate cell cycle. This one is important for cell cycle. So you know what is cancer, right? In a very layman term. Cancer means uncontrolled growth of a cell. What do you mean by uncontrolled growth of a cell? Okay. If I have a 1-year-old baby and it's keep on multiplying asexually as 1-year-old. So what is the use? The cell doesn't do its function. So that is what cancer means. The cell multiplies before it becomes mature. So the cell does not do the function. So whenever you see melanoma patients having skin cancer, you will see their skins are dropping down. Because the cells does not mature enough for it to create addition, for it to bind, for it to be a dermis and everything. So you'll see it spilling off, falling down. So it's actually, like I said, 1-year-old keep on multiplying asexually and you keep on getting 1-year-old inside this room. What is the use? Keep on crying, you need to keep on feed them. So the body is feeding them with all kind of food and everything. They just multiply aggressively. Okay, so that is cancer in a very layman term. Okay, so the cells that is being produced is useless. So it does functions and things. So translocation, you also can find translocation. So what is translocation? Gene arrangement which causes gene fusion, usually involved in kinases in cancer, can cause dysregulation or transcription of transcription factor. So what is mean by translocation? So the gene arrangement translocate location. It's supposed to be here, suddenly it's here. It shifts, it changes, it translocates. It's very rarely happen, but it still happen only at certain reasons. Okay. So you see, chronic myeloid leukemia, fusion of Philadelphia chromosome and BCRAALB1 gene arrangement. So they fused, and when that fusion happens, it creates very chronic myeloid leukemia. See, so these kind of things could be detected. So what is gene fusion? Okay, here you can use it as chromosomal karyotyping and bending, where that enable the detection of chromosomal rearrangement. So the chromosomal karyotyping also will help on this. So if you have done any kind of chromosomal karyotyping experiments, or they show you image, you try to find during undergraduate.
Very tedious, I know.
No. Yes. If yes means good. Anything. Okay. If no, you all have YouTube. Okay. I cannot be doing this class. It's an undergraduate class. Okay. go to YouTube and have a look into chromosomal karyotyping, how people are doing. Now everything is available. While I was a student, nothing. Even to find it in internet also is difficult. Okay? But now everything is under your fingertips. Go have a look into the video, how chromosomal karyotyping is being done. You need to see how the images of chromosomes have been karyotyped. Like gene and everything you understand because you work, you learn more on genes. But this one no. Okay? Just go. So this help the identification of novel oncogenes and tumor suppressors in cancer can help to know more about the function in cancer biology. Okay? So this one will help. This is much more cheaper and much more easier to do. But you need very good eyes to look into microscope. If not, microscope, now it's easy. Image is being captured using the eyepiece, and you see it in a very big screen, and you can enlarge it so big. Previously, people were just using microscope and doing karyotyping. Okay, 30, 40 years. Okay, my auntie was a cytotech. You know what is cytotech? A cytotechnician means the person who sees the slide and try to identify changes in the morphology. So the whole, she's passed away now. The whole thing was sitting down and looking into microscope and analyzing of every single. Okay, she worked with. Okay. So now cancer genome and transcriptome sequencing can help to find novel gene fusion in solid tumors. Okay, so these are gene fusions. Gene fusion means translocation. When you get two genes supposed to stand it separately, now they are together. Okay, so this one also happens. Previously, in 30, 40 years, you learn, oh, it won't happen. Everything is separate. So now no more. Previously, it was nonsense. Okay. Like just people are finding all happening.
So
So when you look at transcriptome profiling, you have two things. One is microarray, one is RNA sequencing. Okay. So what is microarray?
microarray. Manually mute his mic.
This is the size of the chip. And inside the chip, if you look at here, there are so many small holes. Not one hole, so many small holes there. Okay, you see, a DNA microarray is a plastic chip or glass slide that has been printed with thousands of short, single-stranded pieces of DNA for lone genes. So what does it do? When you look at here, this is what it has printed there, and all the genes are just coming out like this. So when you put your DNA, what will happen? complementary binding. So when there's a complementary binding, what does it show? Good. When I ask you what does it show mean, so when there's a complementary binding, what does it mean? Gene is the gene is present. So if the gene is present, what does it mean? So when the gene is present, that how many genes are present there? You will come to that. Then it will say that whether the representation of the gene is high or low. So if it's high, so it's more highly expressed. Slow is slowly expressed. So with that, you can predict and see that, okay, when I get a patient, when I get two samples, healthy sample and patient sample. Okay, let's say that I'm doing, I work on cervical cancer. Okay, so two cervical swabs have been taken. Okay, so cervical cancer you need to swab. That's the part of the vaginal os. So there's two swabs is taken. One is from healthy, confirmed healthy, tested everything negative. One is confirmed patient. Take two swabs, run microarray. Running microarray, I found that 5 genes are very high here, and 5 genes are at the normal level here. This is supposed to be normal, very high. So this 5 could be a biomarker. Same thing, I get another 7 genes, which is supposed to be at this level, but now down regulated. This one could also be a biomarker. But how it will come out, which one is the best biomarker? Later we will go through. But this is the first part of for you to detect the presence of gene. Okay. So that is what microarray, and then we have transcriptome sequencing. And what are the advantages over microarray? Okay, what is the advantages of transcriptome sequencing microarray? Precise detail about base pairs, ability to detect novel RNA that cannot be detected on microarray. Because this is sequencing, whole genome sequencing, it's whole transcriptome sequencing. It sequences the whole transcriptome. You will get microRNA, non-coding RNA, everything you will get. This one is only known genes. Okay, 40,000, 40,000. How much you print? You want to print 100,000 known genes, you print 100,000 known genes. I think the current one, if I'm not mistaken, is 100 million thousand. Okay. So detect multiple gene arrangement as well as novel ones, and uses to classify cancer subtype using gene expression, and can detect multiple fusion and rearrangement of the genes like FISH and PCR, which can detect only one gene at a time. So if you do PCR, if you do qPCR, which you so that is the best thing of this. This is expensive, this is a bit cheaper. So it's all playing around. If you know that whatever disease that you want to detect would fall into here, just select this. No point of doing this. This one is to find novel biomarkers, new biomarkers that you don't know. Then you go for this. Whatever that you have known, you want to repeat, then you can go and do it a simpler one. Even exome sequencing also can. Okay. So coming again to microarray, so this is how the microarray would look like. Like each spot on the side has a different DNA sequence. So it doesn't mean that it's one body. You have 64,000. Okay, has thousands of. To determine the type and the quantities of mRNA. So this is how you have DNA, you have mRNA, then it's converted to a protein. So but now you look at this mRNA here. So you're detecting at this level itself. Any changes, any high level, anything. Okay. So how does DNA microarray work? So when it binds, so the label would now give you a light. That is fully detected. Okay. So by selecting the gene here. Okay, then number two, you obtain cells, you isolate the mRNA, you copy mRNA into cDNA. You cannot just put mRNA inside. Huh? Okay, this one also you must turn to cDNA, and once you turn to cDNA, you label all the cDNAs, and then you put the cDNAs in the chip. So it will sit there. The labeled cDNA hybridized to complementary sequence of the chip. There are four possibilities. Okay, only cDNA with red label hybridized, only cDNA with green label hybridized, both green and red label cDNA hybridized, and no cDNA hybridized. Okay, later I will show it to you. One, both, and nothing. Okay, so unhybridized cDNA are washed away. Number 9, if you see laser light causes the label to emit red or green light, these emission are captured on a computer. So they capture each light coming out from each spot is being captured. Okay, these images are merged spot with both labels inside the chip, so you get it like this. So from there you can see if red, it's only red. If green, it's only green bind. If both, then you get it as yellow. If there's nothing, you get it as black. So with that, you need to interpret the results that you get. That one the system will be good. Okay. Same concept here. Get your sample, you extract your RNA, you get all your RNAs. Okay. Then you you do your RNA selection. Okay, isolate specific RNA species. You do poly A selection, ribo depletion, and site selection. After that, you convert all of this into a cDNA. Okay, there's reason why you do poly A, why you do ribo depletion and site selection. You can go and check out on this. Okay, and then it is being converted to cDNA and construct a sequencing library, and then PCR amplification sequencing. That sequencing will give you the result of how much, or you can also check until mutation. It can also give you until microRNA level. MicroRNA. But for me and you, oh,
他这个是怎么搞的呀？啊？什么给我个跳？你要啊？什么？他这个是怎么搞的呀？好奇怪啊！嗯，好多不知道，不是我不知道该搜哪部分。
搜中文。
不是互补 DNA 要和谁结合啊？
在那个基因上在序列。
啊，它是这么要结合。哦，个。 哦，它这个结合的部位是不是比如说有一个固定区域，就是说比如说启动子或者中质子那部分？它整段结合的话，啊，它是已知的，好吧？就是如果突变的话，也是大部分就是都能结合在一起，所以哦，好的。为什么要看表达水平啊？
哦，哦，so we just run the finish the protocol then.
And then it connected to what we need to write the forms and everything.
Yeah, it's not practical, right?
Practical, you must have recorded. No, you how?
How evidence? Ah, report just pictures. I have done this. We take selfie and then take selfie.
Same thing, you bring the report, you get one.
Yeah. Right? Weather is very nice to sleep. Yeah, that's why. 9 days ago very hot. Wow. That's why you. Same with Dr. Eric. I never see him, but they told me he stay. Don't in renting, sharing. Why don't we have MGS machine here? Expensive.
More than a minute to get one.
Yeah, one.
Engage, run it.
We hire technician. You will need to hire the technician, right?
You can train someone to do it, but
So for MGS work, all will be mostly here will be sent outside of
yeah, it's more flexibility.
of course IDP at no trade.
There are quite a few others.
So 它规范放为什么？体位啊，不是。做饭规范为谁是太对了？体位啊，为什么？不仅不健康，没有。你的药理不要勾回去了，你翻译不要勾回去。那个是欧美的宣传，其实没有直接的证据是指不行的。危机阿基多么多，这个叫这个方面付出啊。
What other kind of signature? Something like sign, unique, something different. You cannot copy it. Okay? So a gene signature, you see, is a group of genes. It's not one. It's a group of genes in a cell whose combined expression pattern is uniquely characterized of a biological phenotype or medical condition, which means that not one gene, or 2 or 3 or 4 genes, when they combinedly express, and that creates a medical condition, or that becomes a situation, then all of this gene becomes a biomarker. So this is what you mean by gene signature. Okay?
So can we say that our higher blood type?
Come again?
Can we say our blood type is also part of the gene signature?
Your height may be your blood type when it comes with rhesus.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but it just gives you a type, but it doesn't give you a condition. Phenotypical changes, the classic phenotypical changes, like what I mean by the density of the bone. Somebody have very soft bone, somebody their bones are heavy. They are thin but they are heavy. People say they are heavy because of their bone, because their bones are more highly dense. So usually the density of the bone is not being caused by one gene. It's by multiple, which creates a high density of bone. Okay, so something like that kind of condition is what we call as gene signature. So previously I was talking about one gene and creating this point mutation. One mutation could give you a track, so that mutation could be a biomarker. But even a combinational gene which gives you same effect or promotes the same condition could be used as a biomarker. Understand? And
Yeah.
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Then exam can answer.
Depends on my
With the issue problem. Okay. Then when it comes to exam, so you have one question from this.
essay question.
So from this like that, you have one whole question in 10 marks. Final exam, yes. $25 marks. Not for this, for the whole course, whole genomic biomarker. You have a question worth of 25 marks. Okay. So what have we learned from it? So
Biomarkers that can identify cancer.
mutational pattern can help in classification through an underlying mechanism such as defect in DNA repair, radiation exposure, and tobacco exposure. That is quite normal. Okay, for all mutations. And over 10,000 cases of cancer have undergone DNA sequencing, reveal heterogeneity. You don't know what is heterogeneity and homogeneity, right? Hetero means different types. So reveal heterogeneity, which means that like that's how I say, in 2000 patients, they have 700 over mutations in BRCA gene 1. Okay, within and across cancer type classified by tissue of origin. Okay, genome and transcriptome profiling as measurable affected clinical outcome by moving from histology to genomic based classification. What is histology? Tissue, slides, not blood. Blood is hematology. Okay? Histology is slide based. Like they take a sample, they put it on slide, try to identify it. Okay? By the morphology or by adding antibodies. Okay? So but now things have been moved to genomic classification. So now we have found the biomarker. Or other body fluids or tissue that is a sign of a normal or abnormal process or condition or disease, like just now I said. Okay, but when you put DNA biomarker, a DNA biological molecule which is found, or a protein biological molecule which is found, but the concept is the same. Also called as molecular markers and signature molecules or signature molecules. Because that is very signature, right? Like unique, like insulin. It's only with that. Okay, you see, a biomarker may be used to see how well the body responds to treatment, also, yes, for disease or condition. So, how do you know that your body has response to a treatment?
I see. It's a lot of things that we can see.
How can a biomarker be used?
See whether this protein is expressed back in the body or not.
Whenever your body has infection, what do you see? You have quite a high number of lymphocytes, white blood cells. Okay, when you run your blood test, you'll get high number of white blood cells. So, and when your white blood cells, a biomarker indication that something is wrong. You have a readily quantifiable, inaccessible biological fluid or clinical sample. So it can be quantifiable readily. You don't have to change or modify it to quantify it. Okay. Expression is significantly increased, especially in the related disease condition. Okay. And then shown to correlate with an interested outcome of progression. So if it is not doesn't relate, then it's not a biomarker one. Okay. Economical, quick, and consistent. This is the most important one. Okay, when I check for her, okay, when I check for you, no, for him, okay, for her, half, then it's not an ideal biomarker. It should be consistently same for everyone. If you cannot get it consistently same for everyone, it cannot be a biomarker.
How can a biomarker be economical?
Come again?
How can a biomarker be?
To quantify it, it should be economical. It shouldn't cost you 100,000 to just make sure you get on that.
So
No point. People won't do it.
So doing sequencing is not ideal.
So doing sequencing is not an idea. As I said, random sequencing won't cost you much. Problem, the cost is the. I was telling you that now. Okay, so when you have a focus analysis, you can see the diagnostic, prognostic, right? Progression of disease, yes or no? What is diagnostic?
Then you tell someone whether he has a disease or not. That's diagnostic.
Diagnostic is when you do it to show whether you have a disease or you don't have a disease. Okay. So, what is prognostic?
The likelihood.
Future?
Going to die.
You?
Stage of the disease.
Stage of the disease. You're saying something. No, it's okay. If wrong also it's fine. I give you all 1 minute, all of you have phone and computers, press it and find what is prognostic.
The likelihood of medical condition. Like what could happen after you treat them, I guess.
You find it?
Yeah.
Huh? That is prognostic.
Prognosis. Yeah. Prognostics.
So, what do you all find?
Prediction about the cause of it.
Like the likely cause of the
Likely cause of the. Find something else?
prophecy of what's to come.
Okay.
Prophecy of what's to come. Prediction.
Prophecy of what's to come.
Prophecy of
He's still using bombastic words.
prophecy.
Okay, diagnosis is to confirm yes or no. Diagnosis is make sure you have the symptom, you might get this. Okay, like who have been put on weight, then you try to reduce, then you put on weight. Who have gone through that cycle? Raise your hand, don't be shy. Okay, you. So now you have reduced or now you have put on weight. Don't tell me you have put on weight.
Oh my god.
No. So you are biased.
Like,
You know, like when you have this kind of condition, you might be okay. Suddenly you see that you start to increase every day. You see that you are starting to increase weight. You stand on the scale. That is the prognostic saying that you are going to overshoot. Okay, you are going to overshoot. If you don't take care, you will just go on arithmetically like this. So geometrically like this, not like this. Okay, so that is what prognostics is about. Okay, and you see the last one is predictive biomarker. So what is predictive biomarker? You have prognostic. What is predictive biomarker?
these markers will cause the production of the other biomarkers when you cause the production.
So
I think that's my guess.
I give you another minute. DRCA2.
It's a measure of the likelihood of response or lack of response of particular therapy. The blood identification of patient most likely to benefit from given treatment, thus there is sparring against patient ineffective therapies. I understand what each word means, but they put together, I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
So what is predictive biomarker?
Measure of the likelihood of response or lack of response of a particular therapy.
So predictive biomarker is for therapy. Like previously you were saying for prognosis therapy.
Yeah.
So actually predictive biomarker is for the response towards therapy, whether the therapy is working or the therapy is not working. So that is predictive biomarker. Okay. Okay, so there are 3 types of biomarkers used. So I've told you what is the 3. Okay, so and we have gone through it. And then now Okay, so these are the answers. Okay, so facilitate identification of cancer, see prognostic and clinical in determining the risk of relapse or disease progression after therapy. Okay, this is to select one therapy over other based on the association between biomarker result, the likelihood of response to certain therapies. Okay, this is predictive, this is prognostic. Okay, so there are the answers there here. Okay, so if you look at here, I put here each type of biomarker could be assayed to detect changes in genome, DNA, in RNA, in protein, and also in phenotypical changes. But what and where you want to use it. We are focusing only on this two, 1 and 2, on this lecture. Dr. Nurul Hasana will go and do it first one, video later. Okay? Four. What are the methods to detect biomarker? So memorize everything, this will be on the test.
So it's the right way lah. 5 marks, right? Okay lah, then okay. One slide 35 marks. Okay, like that.
Okay, so I'm just giving you, so they are, why I'm putting this, just show that there are lots and lots of methods for you to identify. There is no one method or two methods. I can list down here and say that these are the methods for you to detect biomarkers. Okay, you can do multiple methods and ways for you to detect. Okay, so usually is DNA based predictive biomarker, RNA based biomarker. So when it's about predictive biomarker, you use with therapy selection. Okay, so RNA based biomarker, you see FISH methods are used for standard diagnostic subtyping. So FISH, fluorescent in situ hybridization. Have you ever heard of that? No, you should have in your undergraduate. Fluorescent in situ hybridization. So this is a very simple method. Okay, so it's in situ hybridization. So you use fluorescent, so you hybridize it, then you see whether there's fluorescent lights in it. Okay, so this also could be a method, as I said, as a RNA biomarker. So immunohistochemistry, like used to detect estrogen receptor protein in breast cancer. So these are the things that I put it as simple, but you can go and do more detailed methods. So there's no hard and fast rule saying that, oh, this method works for DNA, this method works for RNA. As I said, transcriptome also works for RNA. Okay, transcriptomics. FISH also works for RNA. The clinical utility of biomarker must be tested through clinical trials. Very important. What I say is that now you are saying that, oh, this marker, if you have this DNA protein, this DNA or mRNA highly expressed, then the patient will definitely have cancer X. Okay, but how will we prove it? Clinical trial. What do you mean by clinical trial? Clinical trial, there are two things. Once you create a new drug, you give it to patient to try it. That is also clinical. That's the clinical trial that you all know mainly. Yeah. But this one clinical trial, now you need to get the patient samples. All these positive patient samples, thousands of positive patient samples to detect whether the gene A is high in all the patients with cancer X. You cannot go and simply take cancer Y and say it's high. No, it doesn't correlate well. Okay, if it's a breast cancer, two genes highly connected. Breast cancer is simple. What?
Yeah, see what?
No. HER2. Breast cancer. I think in 541 you also have done that lecture, tumor progression with Prof. Mujib.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what is the
cancer, yeah. So one of the example would be that. Okay. So ER, PR, and HER2. Okay, estrogen receptor, progesterone receptor, and HER2 positive. When these three positive, confirm breast cancer. So these are simple markers. Okay, but you cannot be taking this ER, PR, and HER2 positive in prostate cancer patient. You get all three. Okay, so the patient need to be recruited is the patients who are having the breast cancer. Okay. So, however, before any biomarker can be translated into the clinic for the use of standard practice, you need to do clinical trial. Okay. However, it is costly to develop fish and Sanger sequencing tests for single gene and their relevant mutations. Okay. So you cannot simply do that. Okay. So NGS has been translated into the clinic to cost effectively broaden the number of genes and type of mutation. Because the old sequencing method, just to test one, you need to spend a lot. But NGS, test one, but the analysis, how you are scrutinizing the analysis is the important part. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. So what is this? What is the cycle is?
integrating the whole exome transcription?
Is reading the slide there. So integrating the whole exome DNA and RNA transcriptome.
Expert on cancer. Okay.
See here oncologist. Then the oncologist go to genomic scientist because he doesn't know how to interpret, how to do this thing. He can diagnose, he can tell what treatment to be given, he can do all kind of operations. So this genome scientist also, oh okay, I can do it. Oh, I can take the sample, I can run NGS. After he run NGS, how he can analyze it? He doesn't know how to analyze it. So he needs a bioinformatician. So with the help of bioinformatician and this fellow, both of them will come up with the markers. Once they come up with the markers, they need the pathologist's help to analyze the clinical sample, whether that marker is available there. Without the pathologist, you cannot take samples. And all of them has to go back to genetic counselors. And these are the people who will work on pathways and analysis to see that whether that this marker would have cascading effect on others. And these people will advise the patient, saying that what test they have to go and take the test for them to revert. And then the patient will go back to oncologist and say, do it. So it's a cycle. He can't work alone. He can't work alone. He can't work alone.
So which one are the most?
Huh? Which one? This one earn the most because they are the one who touch the patient. This one doesn't earn much as me and I'm sitting standing here. Okay?
But isn't that genomic scientist and bioinformatician can be the same person at the same time? Can.
Is the sequence means that all the people will sit down and discuss to make sure their diagnosis is correct. And then if there is no correct diagnosis and they want to make some validation, they will make extra validation, usually through qPCR validation, and then they will tell them the results. So it doesn't mean that when you send out your sample today, in 2 days time you will get your data out, results. Okay, running sequencing also, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes you run for a few days. Okay, the data is very big. So the rest of it you can just go and read. Okay. So this is a group clinical sequencing evidence generating research established by the National Human Genome Research Institute in the US, and the aim is to study and provide guidelines for bringing genomics to clinical practice. So they will provide you guidelines, how to do it correctly, what needs to be done, and so on. Okay. So let's look at this. What is this?
The ENP genotyping for personalized study.
So what second line say?
Design of the right drug, right dose, right time, mixing a genomic data, utilizing data.
So individualized treatment protocol is the one we call it as personalized medicine. Only thing that could help people to go into personalized medicine is genomic information. Okay, what does it mean by personalized medicine?
Medicine, but it's
One person. Let's say I'm having cancer A, you're having cancer A, you're having cancer A, all of us having cancer A.
So we have cancers.
Okay? So you are cancer A.
Okay.
So, but is the dosage the drug is given to me the same dosage?
Yep.
Who knows?
easily correct.
Never. Never.
How personalized? Okay, you'll just go and look into that. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, for the type 2 diabetic. Okay, if you look at this, if you read the findings, analysis of 2.6 million, not one, not two, okay, 2.6 million single nucleotide polymorphism and 752 copy number variation showed increased genetic risk for myocardial infarction, heart attack, type 2 diabetic, and some cancers. We discovered rare variation in 3 genes that are clinically associated with sudden cardiac death: EM43, DSP, and MYBCP3. Okay, which means that from the 2.6 million, they get this mutation, they get these genes are effective for myocardial. So this is how you use genomic data now. So previously it was in paper to say that personalized medicine is good. This is how genomic data could be interpreted to get something better. Okay, if you look here, a variant in LPA was consistent with family history of coronary artery disease. The patient had heterogeneous null mutation in CYP2C19. Okay, so all of these are information from the data. Huh?
Like just now, so maybe there's a lot of different types.
Okay. Let's look into now what low confidence in where they have working or not. Therefore, they require guidelines and education. So that's where that guideline team, the clinical research team, came about. And patients interested to improve their cancer care, definitely. If they don't improve, they die. Very simple. Don't improve, they die. So they want to try it out. Okay? Some concern about discrimination, incidental findings, and etc. What do you mean by that? What do you understand by that?
Incidental finding means they scared to find out that they have this potential to get the cancer.
When you do next gen sequencing and you analyze your full data, oh, you have it cancer A, yes, correct. But you also, I think you also have high risk of heart attack, cancer B, cancer C, blindness. Which is that?
Recently.
So
There's I call something
what about that?
scared.
Okay.
Scared to know.
So are you willing to go into your whole genome and get all this information? So somebody shooting at home.
It's like I'm convincing my father to do angiogram.
Okay? Yeah.
I seem to do whether they find out how many blockage they have problem.
So your father does what?
He first he don't want reluctant to do that. He say, why did you find out then I found more? Be concerned or what?
Yeah, you have to be concerned. These are the things that the patient has a reservation on. Okay? If I go and do my NGS, then I found out that I have very high level likely to get this cancer and that cancer. It disturbs their social life. Okay, so that's why they want. When it comes, it comes.
How can this lead to discrimination?
Okay, right. I didn't ask you that yet, but you have come. So how can this lead to discrimination?
You got this gene, then I'm discriminating you because you got this gene. Cannot what?
Now, your data comes out that you are very likely to get leukemia. Okay? The company might say that I'm terminating you for different reasons, but actually they want to see people in their office.
Or the insurance company.
Or the information goes to the insurance company, they might terminate your insurance, or they might put loading on you if the information leaks out. Okay, I was keeping this for the last, but you all asked it now. Okay, in Singapore, there are certain countries, they have come out with a guideline saying that the NGS of patient shouldn't be run by a private entity. Singapore has passed the law, only the government, you must send a sample to the government, they will run NGS, they will keep the data for you. Because a private company runs, insurance company can go and buy the data from them. Private company want to make money, they will sell your data. Okay, people are willing to pay thousands of ringgits of that. Okay, so once they get data in, they will say that they will give you wonderful reasons, so you are very at high risk and so on, so you need to pay extra 1,000 per month. It will happen. You don't think it happened to my mother-in-law. She went for mammogram. They found a lump. Okay. And she went and tested. The lump is benign. Okay, benign means nothing. Okay. And because the thing was done in a private hospital, in less than 2 months, we are getting a letter saying that there's some loading because she had high risk of developing breast cancer. I need to write it down, write back to them, argue back saying that, are you disputing the medical doctor's finding that it's benign and you are saying it's cancerous? Then comes another letter stating that because they found out in the left breast. So anything concerning any sickness, any kind of cancer things that going to develop from the left breast wouldn't be covered by the insurance. You see? She did mammogram, but when she did it in private, they could access the data from the private. And it is affected. That is discrimination. If my mother-in-law didn't go for the mammogram, she wouldn't be discriminated. So discrimination not just by insurance, okay, by the people, by the worker, by the company, anything could happen, as I said. When you have high risk of developing things, they might say no to you, they might give you DSS. If they give you DSS, then you get money. If they fire you out, they terminate you, you don't get anything. So people are very skeptical about these things also. Okay, so genomic data is not just something that is good, but it can turn out bad. It goes into wrong people's hands. That is why even in Malaysia, they are doing a guideline and policy, and they are coming out with a thing showing that same thing like Singapore have done. They are not going to allow private practices to run and do data. Now people are doing it. Certain oncologists who are knowledgeable, who have went for training, they are taking patient samples, they are sending them. They send out with good purpose so that the NGS data will come out. But that private data. However, need for expert clinical annotation of specific mutation is important. Why? Because numerous genetic mutation exist with multiple pathways. So this is where then, as I said, the analysis part is very, very important. So you need someone who is an expert to analyze and give out. Clinicians couldn't do that. Okay, bioinformatician and the genetic scientist has to do that. Okay, even bioinformatician, some of the bioinformatician, they know how to analyze, but you must tell them what to analyze, because they are computer programmers. Computer programmers who develop the softwares, but they don't know how to interpret. Okay.
Correlate.
So the genomic scientists know how to correlate. So a genomic scientist who is a bioinformatician, they will fly very high. Okay, so you need the expertise. Like all of now learning molecular medicine, you go and learn programming and everything, Perl and Python programming, where most of the bioinformatic tools run. I went and learned even in 2010. Now you have a lot of softwares. That time you have to use Linux and give commands. And I said no. I said let somebody else do that. I do part of analyzing it.
We have a lot of problems even with the simple introduction how to use Linux.
So I learned for nearly about a few months. Then I said no, I stopped.
The command.
It's not clicking.
Yeah.
Everything you need to give command.
Then wrong command cannot do anything.
Yeah. Okay. So it depends. Like if you have the knowledge, you can merge these two together. These are the people who are very much flying high in the field of data analysis in bioinformatics, because they know what they want and they can give the command and they can do what they want to find. Rather than you asking somebody else to do it, when you get no, I want this, they do it. No, I want that. It's difficult. Okay. So when you have mutations, look here. You have two types of mutation. You have driver mutation and you have passenger mutation. So what are they? Aid survival or growth and spread of cancer. So these are the driver. So it drives survival, it drives something new, or it drives the growth and everything. But passenger mutation, variants of unknown significance present in greater number. Okay, it means that this mutation caused something that caused this. It's a cascading effect, but most of it are unknown significant. Like I said, in BRCA, there's 740 over mutations, but each and every mutation does what? So that's a passenger mutation. But when you know, like PRP, P53 mutation, the point mutation at 72, 73, very specific mutation at 72, 73. So this mutation causes conformational change of the P53 protein and it loses the binding capacity. So when it loses the binding capacity, it cannot does the tumor suppressor effect. So that one driver mutation. But like the BRCA one, there are lots of mutation, but you don't know what. But when you find it out, then it could turn to be a driver mutation. Okay?
So you want to develop the passenger mutation.
Okay, so you can use a lot of assays to identify your biomarker. So what I say, it must undergo analytic evaluation based on its sensitivity and specificity in detecting. Whether that it is sensitive enough to detect. Every time you take a sample from patient, it should be detected. And whether that is specific, is detecting the correct one. Okay, that is sensitivity and specificity. It's important. Results are tested by another assay. So you get your assay, you develop one assay, or you're getting it with PCR. But you reconfirm with qPCR or FISH or Southern blot or something, and you compare the same results. Okay. All tests are performed in laboratory, inspected by a certifying body. What does it mean? The last one is that once you have validated, confirmed, you got your test done, and now you can use for clinical detection. You can use for clinical detection. So all tests must be performed by a not simply say tomorrow I go and start a lab and sample I'll check for you. No one will send you the sample. She knows it's for clinical diagnostic. One what is that? Your web is not
Thank God.
you know that if no one is certifying you, you can just cheat. You can cheat positive without running the test. You can say negative without running the test. Add that you must run it. Everything must be recorded. Even you can't open up the tool and check. If you run it for 1 week, audit. They will audit you. No.
Very sweet.
Yes. Then you go, okay. That's why
Confirmation test.
what confirmation test you do? Western blot. I told you just now, right? Okay, Western blot. So you need to do that because you see, for confirmation, you need to make sure it's correct. Yes, then you can tell. So that is where that somebody has to come in, validate you, and tell you that you are good. Okay. So if you look here, using traditional radiological imaging and immunotherapy. Axis is the one that help you to classify that what type, whether that what kind of drug that you can use, and then based in mRNA and miRNA signatures, that how you can do your personalized therapies for that. Okay, so what I put on this is to show you that it's not simply that when the patient comes in or the doctor sees, okay, take the stethoscope and put, oh, you have cancer. Lot of ethics and tests. So you're working in which lab? Micro. So how many tests you do for you to determine the AMR susceptibility?
AMR.
For you to identify what kind of antibiotic resistant strains are.
Only that once we found it, then we straight away do the antibiotic treatment.
So how many antibiotics have you used? So to test whether that from the throat swab, whether they are resistant to certain antibiotics, they don't do ampicillin. No, lot of panels they use to make sure that they can tell you correctly what resistant it is. If they are doing 1 day one, when they can tell you what resistance is that? Okay, same thing. So in designing of clinical trials, genome classification of cancer has changed the way clinical trials are being designed. So now the clinical trials are designed a bit differently. So classification of cancer, previously it was based on cancer type, but now can be characterized and split into molecular subsets. Previously, if breast cancer. But now, how many breast cancers did we have? Terminal A, terminal B, and so on, 5. The last one is triple negative breast cancer. And the triple negative breast cancer has 5 subsets. Okay? So, it becoming more and more specific. Okay? Therefore, clinical designs can be deeper. Treatment based on molecular eligibility, and it is possible to focus on those with certain mutation and test treatment effective. So now you see, previously it's only breast cancer, then they try to test, but now they have subsets, and each subset they have separate, and they look into it differently. Okay, let's look at this. Example, determining dosing and assessing toxicity of BRAF inhibitors in melanoma. So this is a clinical trial they want to do, and this is a BRAF means a gene, so they want to use the inhibitors for the gene in melanoma cancer. What they do, phase 1 trial, patients with any solid tumor of melanoma, okay, they take observation. Patients with BRAF V600E activating mutation more likely to respond. Okay, only this type. BRAF, there are few other types, so only these types. Second phase, patient with BRAF mutation only enroll. You see, first phase any solid, but now they are going more focused because they found out this. So, and what they get, 80% responded when they have BRAF mutation. Only 20% did not respond, and the 20% they know who and what are the mutations, and when you have that mutations, you cannot be treated with BRAF inhibitors. But the good thing is that 80% can be treated. When patients have BRAF mutation, if you fall under the 80% of the mutation, you can be treated. Okay? So what are the limitations? Number of eligibility patients with molecular eligibility is dramatically reduced because you are now going with very specific. For instance, a clinical trial for a mutation with prevalence of 1% in a common cancer type will be difficult to occur and complete. So these are the limitations. What does it mean? You don't understand. Okay. What does it mean? A very, let's say the BRAF mutation, right? Okay. Now let's look at HER2 mutation in breast cancer. Okay. The HER2 mutation in breast cancer is very rare, which is about, if you get 1,000 patients, only 2 people might have HER2 mutation. Can you do clinical study?
No.
Because to find the patient is difficult. So that's what it means by one country. China might be okay, with a very high population. But to go and find out who is having that mutation is difficult. Okay?
So how should we treat them? So
Any solid tumor that has alteration in FGFR genes. Okay? Patients receive an oral pan FGFR inhibitor phenotype is available. So they were given this. What they are trying to do now, you can be having breast cancer, you can be having lung cancer, any solid tumor cancers, but it has alteration in this gene. Because this inhibitor is for this gene. So it doesn't matter any cancer. So they are trying that approach now also. Previously it was only one type of cancer. Now any cancers, because the gene is the same. So they are trying to inhibit the gene. It doesn't matter any mutation. So you inhibit the total gene, so you might be saving the patient. So what the endpoint is to identify clinical responders in the disease of mutation. So by doing this, they might identify when you give this patient with lung cancer responds greatly. Patient with breast cancer does not respond. Fine. Now I know that the oral pen FDA will work with patient with lung cancer, and then I will go and do further guided one. What kind of mutation now in lung cancer? Even this type of like you see example. I like this. Why? See example biomarker in time prostate cancer. Okay. But what people are publishing data in prostate cancer. In 2011, there were 2,231 biomarkers has been claimed to be found. Okay, but in 12 September 2016, 13,888 biomarkers are there. But how many biomarkers are now in the market for prostate cancer? Now. Okay, which means that in market, which means that it's being used in clinical response. Okay, it's very low. Why? You see, number of biomarkers, this is the discovery. Very high. You see, 5 biomarkers per working day. One day people are finding 5 biomarkers. But when the first gap is on clinical validation and confirmation. So for you to validate it clinically, then you get 1 biomarker being clinically confirmed and validated in 1 to 3 years time. From 5 in 1 day, it drops. Because you can say yes, but when you need to validate it with big number of data. And then the second gap is to convert that into a diagnostic test that would work. You get 1 biomarker in 3 to 10 years becoming a test also. So finding a biomarker is easy, but converting the biomarker into a clinical test that is being accepted by everyone is difficult. So you look 5 biomarkers per day to 1. It's very better. So I like this. From this to this, so much. So you think so many biomarkers, why people are still suffering because of this? You cannot get it done because you don't have enough verification.
So be favorite that your team can find out 1 biomarker. like playing lottery for biomarker discovery. You buy a lot of different biomarkers.
Or not, it's up to you. Okay? But this is how the flow of work and what do you see in actual life. Okay? So learning from exceptional responders in trial, these are something special. Okay? They want to do something, but they found out something. Okay, some rare patient experience exceptional complete response to a therapy. This is on the efforts are made to learn from them. Okay, this one I think you can read. I want to show you what they done. Okay, patient with metastatic bladder. Okay, it's due to bladder cancer. So what they did was they were trying to give mTOR inhibitor. mTOR is a gene. So they were trying to give an inhibitor to inhibit the gene expression. Okay. What happened? Something nice happened. One patient had a complete response. Majority did not respond. This is not 1, 2. This number in about 200 or 300 patients. But one patient responded. Everyone got excited. Why is this one patient? Nothing good. Out of nowhere, nothing good happened. They found that they did whole genome sequencing and they found that this person has a point mutation in TSC1 gene. When the TSC1 gene, the mutation, it has response towards the mTOR inhibition. So now, patients who have metastatic bladder and you do NGS and you find that their point mutation, the specific point mutation in TSC1, they can be treated with this one, even though they are only 1%, because the treatment works. Complete response. The treatment really works.
But can we see that if another cancer like with this TSC1 point mutation can use this mTOR?
Might be, it might work, it might not work.
So that will be another clinical trial.
Another clinical trial to do, but where you are going to find a patient with TSC1 mutation. So how many patients that you are going to track? Okay, why they use mTOR? There's a reason they use mTOR. You need to read the paper because mTOR gene is the one who's regulating the metastatic bladder. So you need to find something, another cancer, which mTOR drives the cancer. Then only you can use it for this work.
And a point mutation, yes.
Okay, therefore, another patient with TSC1 mutation are more likely to respond to mTOR inhibitor. So even this type food you can get out of nowhere. This is all accidental. They thought mTOR inhibitor might work. It didn't work, but it worked because of certain reason. Okay? Or you get all of them, you genetically mutate them at the TSC site and then give mTOR. Okay, so exceptional responders initiative here. So National Cancer Institute Precision Medicine in Cancer Treatment. So it was established by NCI, National Cancer Institute. The mission is to identify and confirm patients who have had remarkable response to systematic therapy, to a proper systematic therapy, and also to use genomic technology to characterize their tumor, to study the molecular mechanism underlying why this patient benefit from systematic therapy. Why they benefit? Because like just now, you are giving treatment like the BRAF. It worked, fine, but why it worked? Because of why 80% worked, why 20% didn't work? then only you can do precision medicine. Not personalized medicine, precision medicine. You can treat precisely. So that is what this initiative people are trying to do in world. Okay?
So US.
US.
Why all these institute of US?
They have money to do it. You get the answer?
Yeah, I think so.
So challenges in precision medicine now is limited sampling. Researchers have only detected a partial genome landscape of disease despite profiling thousands of people. So it's very difficult. Precision medicine is fantastic, wonderful, and accurate, but it's very difficult because, like just now, out of few hundred, only 1% responded, and luckily they went and screened the patient, and they know now TSC1 mutation would respond. Based on primary tumors. Okay. Complexity to consider how methylation regulates the gene expression. Methylated gene expression. How methylation gene. Okay. New omics approaches for proteome and metabolome to integrate data analysis in clinical trial. Okay. Additional aspect of cancer biology also you need to look into. Okay. So from cancer you go to molecular aspect. Immunotherapy. Oncolytic viruses. So we will look into what is oncolytic viruses, stem cell and metabolism targeting inhibitors. So oncolytic viruses, people who won't come to 501. Again, I just give you a brief. Oncolytic viruses, viruses that able to penetrate only cancer cells and then they lyse the cell. So these are oncolytic. Oncolytic. Lytic means lyse. Oncolytic cancer. It lyses the cancer. Viruses that lyses cancer cells. Okay. So oncology is the future. Molecular classification for diagnostic, prognosis, or predicting response to therapies.
Interesting topic. So would this apply to other molecular diseases?
Same.
Other infectious diseases?
Yes. I keep on repeating. What I focus was on cancer because I can give you a lot of examples like just now, but it applies to any other diseases.
So weird. The complexity of our diseases
It's
is much
also
more lower than cancer.
no. It depends on that disease. The complexity of diabetes is much more. It's quite very complex. The complexity of myocardial infarction, heart problem. Even in heart, you have a lot of problems. You have defibrillation issues. You have blocks. You have muscle failures. Which one you want to target? All of you know is heart attack. But there are a lot of subtypes which causing the sudden arrest.
And there's a lot of biomarkers that causing a
Yeah.
like subtype and or subset of subtypes.
Obesity is another one. What markers you want to use? How you can tell people will become obese? What predictive markers that you want to use for treatment of obesity?
Is obesity a disease?
Yes, it is.
It's, I thought that if people eat too much then
So we call it morbid obesity. So it is already a disease because for them walking is difficult, moving is difficult. So how to treat them? Can you really ask them to go into exercise? Can't. They can't even move properly. Morbid obesity people. So a lot of complications and things arises. Okay. So
Ah. Hmm?
See, you imagine at the space on the ocean was me. So有什么兴趣的？我的个学I don't by yeah, then I think I made the next page.
No, we have to do anything first. We need to go. We need to go through the classes. Only you know what to do in the time. Clinical trials. Bye, doctor. 哦，回家睡觉。我的。 我有，因为就是你要拿到很多我们觉得还没真的。我的意思是我问你打不打，然后你要打啊，你要走哪？我先看一下价格的话，应该不需要。可是我们搞的时候不一样。
在每一个在招标都有。
很高，我讲。
对，不是 exam 的问题，它的 U 太少了，你拿一个是不够的。
不是它的，不是它的效 expand 到很容易 expand。
是。你要先拿到足够地方才可以。你拿不到足够地方，他会用毛巾，因为他没有 expression of 他的一个考。对。但是你这样拿是不是浪费资源？这是另外一个问题。这是我之前在补过的啦。transfusion。我以前的工作
但是他们还是用皮带的多。
因为比较少
争议了。
争议，第二就是要找到一个跟我一样 HM 这样讲啊 compatibility HLA compatibility 一样的很难。因为我的实验还是做不出来。
我那个 allogenic purpose 不是。
That's why I'm using allogenic。
不光钱的问题，有没有说的？
啊，不要问说的。同学。啊，对对，那个 immune modulatory 啊，不要 modulatory 啊，那 immune modulatory 也很强，我已经有写在里面。
问题是它 differentiate 过后，它会不会 express 以前主人的那个 HLA，
这个问题。
这才是那个问题。所以我问了就原来还有这样的可能。
那我会去写 limitation 还没有完全放弃 limitation 的，很 limitation 的意思是。
是，所以你那天我不是不要找，我是找了，但是很难找。
很难找，就是我就发现到我的 umbilical cord 很难找。
对，然后我就找几天轮到。
然后那个什么就明白，
会不会？
不能瞎编啊，你要有文献啊。
是伦理啊，伦理其实没有太多的那个，就是，
可是你不能随便讲那个，
这是符合道理的嘛，因为他过医院的他没有很严格的那个，就是你说服他就可以了。
可是你不是要找文章来
支持你？
不
会有人不会写文章做那个，你要去找那个政府的文件或者医院的条
医院的文件，
对。
那你可以引用是医院的文件。对。然后还有，我的狼人还没有做，因为狼人我做，你看狼人，然后今晚上那个狼人，你觉得呢？问我也要写吗？
是标名字，又不是标我名字，是标你的名字的那
如果你觉得要写还是不要写啊？那个不舒服啊。对啊，标的是你用。
那你给我写。
女人讲，不要，要不是不要。
好难哟。
文写啦，
哎呀，不要写了，不要写了。
不要三层好，不要写啦，不要了。
呀，拜拜。下雨了吗？不，很难看出来现在还下不下。
所以你晚上能把那个
不能。
今天上午
啊，我要先写那个
哪个？
那个分阶层。
打
下车啦，拜拜。啊，拜拜。啊，那个例子不是很久很久以后开吗？
我们那个还没做完，
但是
两个事情。那个例子是1月份要啊，所以你下个礼拜要做。我打算我们做完之后就把这个扔给那个人就好了。
所以这个你跟我说的是什么事情？还有一个例子
COPE 的那个临床前例子，
没有例子，我就找了这么多，我找了很多很多，我不想找。
这就没有找哦。
我找了很多，真的，我操，我最低找了10个小时。你可能只有的水平，不能只有的时还没到。那几个例，那两个例子不能用吗？你看过那两个文章吗？
我要的是他做了哪些测试，
我
研发范围应该落在什么地方。
我找不到那个例子，好，那个例子太难找了。你们找的是啥例子？
别人给我两个文章有没有？
不知道，因为没得找啊。
而且你写的只是一段总结的话罢了。
？No no，给不了，真找不出来。别写那个呀。
我们就差那个了，别写那个，其他我们都做完了。
14号的呀。
4号的。好，你说要出人啊？
啊。
明天下午再做吧。
确实。
我也还没完呢。
你先找一下，你看看你能不能一下子找到，尝试一下。我是真找不出来，我那天可找了，我找到了一个东西，你知道，但是那是本书，卖他妈20多英镑。
啊，我知道你说的那个。
啊。
那个没有用。
是啊，因为你找到书你也可以看。
不是，它那个书的内容其实没有用。
不知道有没有用啊？叫肯德基。你饿了啊？
那直接煮面吧。
你们为什么会饿？哇，还好打得出来，还有涨价，应该雨刚下起来。我说这个雨刚下起来，以后肯定涨价了，因为你说的是10码。
它从我们上课开始就开始下了。
哇，它到9点是最低点，它到10点到11点的时候就会再往高涨，这不下雨也涨高。
孙怡是谁？
歌手。
孙怡。
啥？不是歌手吗？
不是吧？
不知道。等等，先走一点，错。啊？换哪一个？反正在这停。从我这边往前看一点。我这边。这边可以往里拐。你要去打英文？对。 是价格没有变，还好啊，这里会更贵的。
啊，我那天去吃了一个咖喱的羊肉，
没有发现吗？他们的市集
10块钱。
他们的市集价格不会比我们便宜，甚至会更贵。
不是，我说我外面吃了一个10块钱的，跟我们上次吃的14块可能差不多，
对啊
分量可能更多。
所以我就说这样子嘛。他们可能是给学校交强了，他可能就是有一个影响。宝贝有病，今天我有2个快递到了，不对呀，这是一个快递啊，为什么有2个人给我发？我有2个快递到了。
是不是在放假之前能到啊？
应该是能吧？他卡关，他卡机关卡住了，我不知道得卡几天，这周不知道能不能到。
我圣诞节放6天。
但是下周的话应该是可以吧？下周应该可以，
应该可以的。
到这么推测的。哦，我正好不用买橘子，那里面有
还有什么吃的？
馍馍干啥没有？啊？馍馍干吗？你问我什么东西？
馍馍干是什么？
米多奇。
不知道。
哦，no。
米多奇？
是把馍馍烤成干。
米多奇不是那个薯片吗？
但才有馍馍干啊。
馍馍干是什么？米多奇不是你上次买的那只豹子的那个吗？
来，我给你看。
Good job. Thank you. OK。
就把它看成就是干的小馒头带点味道那种，可以。我不知道你吃过干的小馒头。
小馒头哪有湿的小馒头无语啊？
旺仔小馒头呢？你说的
那算湿的吗？
不是，旺仔小馒头是脆的呀，这个是硬的呀。这个是
放我包里。
Yeah，搬应该不沉啊。
有个小一点的，这个这么大。
不沉啊。
我的塞。
都不沉啊。直接扔过去那种。
这哪里叫不沉？
太沉了。
是不是你的？
我天，拿错。对，是会的，不会错，其实是骗人。帮我好一点。这样子啊，就是我的帮护士。你就兄弟嘛。
都是吃的。
不可能。
那还有什么？
大部分忘了，不是人，偶尔才会有。
哦，
啊，有一个不在这儿，也不是，我有二条要很。
你是不是可以拿一下那个？
有啥？知道不？啊，可以。要做报纸。
你要整带给我。
你拆啊，你要给它拆啊。不要把口撕在那里，后面割口，后面应该有。这样是。
而且。
真牛，真牛。